Yes, sir. Be humble and be patient, man. Come on, buddy. All right, now let's lock in for a few minutes. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? It's your boy Goody coming back at y'all with another good video, man. I am back in this motherfucker. Hey, you talking about? With another video. Today I really just want to talk about, first of all, before we talk about anything that has anything to do with anything else, welcome to today. I'm happy that you all have made it here this far. I'm extremely thankful that everybody's able to watch this video. Yesterday's gone, tomorrow isn't here yet, it's not even promised, so, and today is fresh, today is new, so welcome to today. I'm happy that you all have made it this far. Welcome to another video with your boy Goody. What's good? All right, so check it out. So, and also, before we get this video started, I appreciate you for watching. Please do me a huge favor. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. If you enjoy, if you find value, or if you just want more content, check out the page. You know where I'm at, man. It's your boy Goody. I'm back at y'all with another. Getting back into the flow of things. This past week has been a little bit, not difficult, it's been different. I've definitely been doing some learning, some healing. I took a rest week from just about everything except work. You know, it's about 5 things that you got on your list of priorities, and I've sort of taken off probably the last 3, maybe 4 of them really, and just been in my bed, in my room, you know, struggling to find motivation to do things, but it's life. So here we are back at it with another video. And today I really want to talk about my problems, plural, that I have with social media. Normally I get on here and I sort of talk about intrinsic things that normally affect me, hoping that you can find something that's relatable in it. But today I want to acknowledge something that we all participate in. You wouldn't be here if you didn't participate in social media. So I kind of want to talk about a few problems that I have with social media, and I had a few conversations, a couple instances that I'm going to use for reference in this video that made me want to make this video. The first thing that I kind of want to talk about is, you know, social media and how it's evolved in the past couple years, how it's evolved on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever social medias you have, Snapchat, whatever the case may be, kind of the issues that I have with it. So one thing that I really don't appreciate about social media is not even that I don't appreciate it. All right, so I'm gonna reword it. Instead of saying problems, I'm gonna say things that I think about social media has impact on. For one thing that I seen was this tweet saying that we're not gonna have no nurses or electricians, we're just gonna have $200 hoodies and podcasts. And you know, that kind of hit home to me. Okay, so that's one reference why this is a topic. Another one, I talked to my boss the other day about how our generation, I'm 22, how our generation doesn't want to work. Everybody wants to create content, post things on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and that they want that to be their living. And so those two things kind of compass the thing that social media is having impact-wise on us. So there's going to be, in the next couple years, and I talked to my mom about it, there's gonna be things that, for example, electricians. Say there's not gonna be as many skilled electricians or as many skilled nurses and doctors, engineers, you know, it's gonna, the workforce is going to diminish because a lot of people are so captivated and caught up in the possibility of making social media their life, existing only in one thing without having to actually work, without working. Like, don't get it wrong. This social media, anything is work. Instagram is work, Twitter, like to become to a point where you can sustain life in that is definitely work, but the work that impacts other people, like if the power went out of my house, we're not gonna know how to circuit boards. We're gonna have to, everybody's gonna be self-taught. It's gonna be self-taught on TikTok, on YouTube. Circuit boards aren't going, like, how do I capture this thought? So there's going to be, the workforce is going to diminish. So instead of let's just call them skilled workers, you know, that you have to go to trade school for, that you have to actually, like, for example, who wants to be a plumber? You know, who's waking up and saying that I'm going to be a plumber? Plumbers make good money. I got to go to trade school for a couple years and then I will be certified to be a plumber. Who's coming out as, not who, but the number of people that's focus is there on the labor, on the physical labor of work is going to diminish. So instead of there being 5 in every 20, there's going to be 2 in every 20. You get what I'm trying to say? it's kind of like it's kind of so those people are going to be getting paid more, and just the workforce, the amount of skilled workers that we have is going to be impacted drastically by the possibility of making a living, earning a lifestyle that you're comfortable in off social media. And then you're going to places like kitchens, you know, places that like mechanic shops, like body car shops, things like that are going to be impacted heavily. Like I work at a kitchen, and I was talking to my boss, like I said, and he's saying that he can't find people to come work for him because people want to work for 1 to 2 weeks, and as soon as something comes up, oh, I'm done working. They got enough money that they need to go party, to go drink some beer, to go smoke some, to go do whatever that they need to do. And the mindset of working long term to really build something is affecting the workforce. You see what I'm saying? And then you start talking about how we've struggled as a generation. It looks like we're going to struggle to comfortably buy houses, to afford, or a lot of people aren't getting their own place. Like a lot of people aren't moving out of the house. A lot of people aren't starting their own things without having like a structure, a foundation. There's no 9 to 5 to fund the 5 to 9. You know, everybody just wants to go straight to that 5 to 9, you know. Everybody wants to go straight to the content creation, run straight to the TikToks, to the Twitters, to the YouTubes and Instagrams, and then that like work, that 9 to 5 work is becoming less and less of, you know, an option. And it's like social media was given to us, provided to us as an opportunity to kind of avoid the rat race. In like early 2010s, early 2010s, when YouTube, you know, was just popping, when Instagram, like when things were really starting, it was different. You had these people that had set up like the things that we're aspiring for now on Vine, on YouTube, that had set up the things that we're kind of working towards now, but they had worked to a point to where they could make that lifestyle. They worked to their mid-20s, they worked to their late 20s, and they were able to change how things were because they had set up the foundation to become moguls on social media, to become credible, to have the technology, to have the insight of business and life on how to manage something that becomes 300,000 people on a social media platform. They understood different things, and now it's just people are chasing this flame, you know, chasing this fire that burns out so quickly, and then they're ended up like sort of lost. Not even lost. I can't speak for everybody. Like I'm 22, and like I said, I've been working in the kitchen and just kind of living, experiencing through life, and just bringing that back here instead of trying to create fire with sticks. And you know, that might be my fault. Maybe it's just my fault for trying to. It's not my fault. It's nobody's fault, but it's just a different view, a different perspective on how to get this done. Because I'm hell bent on being successful in the things that I put my mind on, but I also know that be patient. Be patient. There's times where you have to actually do it. You got to put the time, you got to put the hours in. Like you really got to work at different capacities, and it's not always just going to be 35-second TikToks or just shoot an ad on TikTok. You know that now you got a million on TikTok, you know. These people take years and years to build this stuff, but there's also a subplot in that story where they're working in like real life jobs that's actually, you know, I don't know. And that's one thing that I think sort of social media has had an impact on as a generation, as a whole, as a community, as we all participate on these platforms. Is just keeping in mind that if you're not working, your friend's not working, bro that you know over there ain't working, that's, you know, a microcosm of society. That means that there's that same group of people in different communities that's not working as well. And that's what I mean when I say that the workforce is being diminished. The workforce is, you know, shrinking. Like you see all these people saying that they're hiring urgently, which I don't get, because I've been trying to find a job and I apply to all these places and they talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? Like how are y'all hiring urgently? I'm not even going to say like, but the workforce being diminished, the skilled workers shrinking is something that, and it's not all bad, like, but that's not what this video is about. It's kind of just my problems with social media. Social media is a lot of great opportunity. Another thing that I don't really appreciate about I seen this YouTube video. this YouTuber got on here talking about how their problem with social media is that they're getting too involved. They're censoring too much content. You know, there are too many guidelines and things like that. And that guy that I seen the video from, he posts very dark humor, dark jokes, things that everybody might not find funny, things that people might find offensive, and it's kind of twisted the way that his jokes are. Don't get it wrong, I find some of them hilarious just because I get where the sense of humor is coming from. But he said his problem was that the app, like the Instagrams, the social media platforms were getting too involved, too handsy in what the community was uploading. And that was another reason why I wanted to make this video, because if you think about social media now, think about the phones that we have, the technology that we have, the multiple devices that we all have. Now think about the things that you see on a day-to-day basis on social media, on a TikTok, on an Instagram, on a Twitter. Think about the things that you have access to. Now think about the kids. The kids are on these same social media platforms, and you can do all the age restricting and all the you know, but the community guidelines is not protecting me. I am a grown man and I have the ability to think for myself. It's protecting these kids that get on these social media platforms and see these people on here that'll do anything for a view, anything for a like, anything for that fire, anything for that clout, that is chasing clout tokens. And it's something that is affecting our community, because people are on here. You got the bots that's posting, you know, sexual content, on every post. You got the people that's out here, like bro that got on live the other day and was on live, KILLING, like murdering people in the street on Facebook Live or whatever. That's community guidelines is protecting our children, our kids, those that are coming after us from that, because it's only gonna get worse. The more people that get involved, the more people that see that the opportunity for their life to be just social media is going to make the reach for inhumane tactics more present, more visible, more it's gonna be more of that. There's gonna be more people that are out there kind of selling their body, selling their soul to get these things, and the community guidelines come in and try to help us keep that away from our kids that are learning what life is about, learning things that are important as they're in that age, that growth from, I don't know what the actual term is, but as they're growing through 3rd grade to 10th grade, like they're going to see these things on social media, and that's going to change the way that they think about life and change the way that they think about how they want to live their lifestyle. And so I don't think that the community guidelines is getting too hands-on. I don't think that it's hindering, and again, I'm making content sitting in my room talking about my thoughts, and there's people out here that make different content and might be impacted by different ways just by being themselves. Community guidelines is taking away their platform for their audience, for their entertainers, for their crowd because of that. But in my perspective, for them not to do that, not to try and filter out some of this stuff that could easily affect generations after us, to affect the people that's gonna come later, to affect people in general, thought-wise, I think that would be a disservice to them, if that makes sense. A disservice as in they're just allowing for these platforms to have whatever on them without providing education, without providing wisdom into what life is actually about, because it's a lot more than what social media leads it on to be. And there's people that don't care about kids, that don't care about the way that kids think, don't care about the way that people think in general. Their bottom line is more important than anything else to them, and they'll show that through their content, through their actions, through their words, and it's kind of unfortunate. But I don't think that community guidelines has hindered the experience on social media for people that are on there, trying to get a sense of consciousness, community, and hope, I guess you could say. Sometimes I get on social media and I ain't gonna lie, I lose hope. I lose hope in society in existence, in us as humans, in us as black people, us as Americans, whatever subcategory you want to add it in. Sometimes I get on social media and lose hope, and you don't want kids to get on there, and even if they don't lose hope, you don't want them to be inspired by these bad influences. Like, it's a balance for sure, but you don't want these thoughts, you don't want kids to start having these thoughts like ridiculously early, because I don't think that it's going to be beneficial. I don't think it's a good impact. I'm not saying that everything has to be beneficial or, you know, perfect or tip-top shape, or that we got to gatekeep these kids from real life, but they can be introduced to it in a safer way. They can see these things and be taught that it's not okay to do certain things, that it's not okay to live a certain life without guidance and structure. Because unsupervised access to the internet, I've seen a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have seen when I was a younger child, in my years of adolescence and growing up and just learning. And, you know, I think that now compared to 10 years ago is multiplied by 10, 15, 20. It's literally every time you pick up your device, you can see something that could affect your thought process for years, months, forever. And the platforms are just trying to do their best, I believe, from the outside looking in, to protect that part of society, to protect that group of people. And another issue that I have with social media is the over sexualization of sex. And maybe it's just because of how I grew up. Maybe it's because of the things that I've dealt with. But like, think about the music videos, think about rappers, rap lyrics, think about like the way that the celebrities post, 20 million followers, 20 million, like, and just think about it's like holding water in your hand, bruh. Sex is such a pure and raw, I'm not gonna say emotion, but it's something that should be sacred and should be held as so, but it's lost so much value and respect in the world that now you see it everywhere. You see it in places that it's like, bro, why does this have to be that? Why does this need to be sexualized? Like, you see a commercial for fast food and people are in bikini. Like, you see, like, I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but just the over sexualization of sex itself has been brought forth into my consciousness, and it's so hindering on your thought process as you try to build relationships and you try to, you know, communicate with people. Just the presence of how society views sex sometimes, I don't always think that it's a good thing. Now, I don't know who's gonna watch this and who's gonna say whatever they're gonna say, but you'd be like, oh, this nigga, he ain't getting, you know, bro, it's not even about that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool for a shit show, but I think the volume and the constant stimulation in that aspect of life is, I don't agree with it, and I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's cool. Like, that's just my opinion. You might agree, you might disagree, but the oversaturation of sexual content on social media is hindering, is impactful, and I don't think that it's impactful in a positive way. Now, maybe it'll get to a point where it's just, fuck it doesn't matter, nobody cares, everybody's walking around naked. Maybe that's what society is going towards, is headed. But currently, as we sit here in 2022, I don't appreciate, from social media especially, the oversaturation of sexual content being pushed on everybody, on the world, on society. I don't appreciate. So, you know, that felt really quick, but I might have been talking for a super long time, which I guess is good. It's been a little minute since I started talking. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below how you feel about social media and the direction that it's headed and the impact that it's had on us as a generation, as society, for different subcultures, for different, you know. And maybe I'll make a video talking about how all the opportunities and the great things, the things that I love and enjoy about social media, and why I want to be involved in it, and why I want to use whatever platform it is that I have to make impact, and how I plan on doing so. Maybe that'll be a next video. But I'm gonna cut it off there. Those are the three main things that I have problem-wise with social media in the current state that it's in, and just the things that I observe from a distance and as a participant. You know, that's just it for me. It's your boy Goody. I appreciate y'all for watching. Another video coming soon. Another video coming. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for watching. It's your boy Goody. And that's my problems with social media. And until next time, I'm checking out. Peace. I don't need no validation. I'm done with all the waiting. See my dream, so I'ma chase them. Can't care what you people think. I'm just gonna go be me. Yeah, let's go.